Doc here with a request from a student to review consonance. Consonance is in chapter F, frequency ratios, and we can see those right here. If we look at an experiment where you have an oscilloscope that acts in a certain mode called the Lissajous pattern mode, where you put a vibration in with an electrical signal on the horizontal and one on the vertical. When the frequencies are the same, you then hit the ceiling the same number of times you hit the right wall. This has a one-to-one correspondence or one-to-one ratio, frequency ratio, and we say here one-to-one means the same note, same frequency. So that's called the unison, and that's the most pleasant sound. Consonance means pleasant. So that would rank number one in terms of consonance. The consonance refers to playing two notes at the same time. And here we're doing that in all these, and that is the best blend. This next one, we drive the vertical at twice the frequency as the horizontal, so we bang into the ceiling two times, bang into the wall once, 2-to-1 ratio, and when we did the experiment in class, we identified that tone as the octave because it played somewhere over the rainbow. This is the next best thing. This does not sound as good as, let's say, you singing a note and your clone singing the same note. That's going to be tops. But this here is Do and Do junior, say parent and daughter or son, and that's the next best thing, 2-to-1. The next one in order of going away from consonance, perfect, or the pure, one-to-one ideal, we have here the pretzel. We hit the ceiling three times and hit the wall, the right wall twice. It's a 3-to-2, and that's our fifth, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then here comes the bride is the fourth, where we have 4 times on the ceiling, 3 times on the wall. These are our most consonant arrangements, and we have a nice little chart here to summarize this in table form. Do to do is the best, 1-to-1 ratio, same note. It's your clone. Can't beat that, the unison. Next in line in consonance, ranking number, the 2 slot here. The second slot is the octave, Do to Do junior, and that's 2-to-1. Ranking third in the top 4 would be the fifth, 3-to-2, and ranking fourth is the fourth, 4-to-3. Notice the beauty of the numbers. You use 1, 1, 2, 1, and then what's next? Well, there's a 3 and a 2 and a 4 and a 3. See, it's a nice little pattern here. After you start with 1, 1, these next 4 have the idea of incrementing by 1 in the left and the right number. If we go to this reference with the scale, we can see that here, the 2-to-1 is this big jump here, the octave, and then the fifth, the fourth, and the third. So as you go down here, you're getting more dissonant. Dissonant, in the word dissonance, these are opposites. You see, you have consonance at the top, the most pleasant. Here we have the unison in the super top position. And dissonance is moving down, so you're getting more unpleasant. And if you really want to get unpleasant, just hit the Do and the Re, that's beginning of playing chopsticks, or hit the Do and the T, that's off bass. That's almost, that octave, and that'll sound kind of weird. Hitting the T and the Do together up here, oh, that's going to sound pretty bad. But anyway, these are your rankings here, and notice that in European music and in the blues, the Black Creative Experiences, which we talked about in class, the 1 and the 8 here is a 1 for the next octave. So this is the 1, this is the 5th, and the 4th. These 3 harmonies, when you dress them up into a harmony or a group of notes, which will actually be using harmonics from the next chapter, G. When you do that, they form the basis for European music and harmony and the blues, the 1, 4, and 5. And no coincidence, since the 1, 4, the 1, 5, and the 4, in that order, 1, 5, and 4, are the top 3.